Greetings, my friend. Back again to the Red Delta Project YouTube channel, helping you break free of the diet and exercise rat race with a new product review today. That's a simple device that does amazing things for helping you load up your legs to work your lower body a lot more comfortably and a lot more effectively. This is the split belt squat from Vector Athletics. They were kind enough to send me this sample here. I've been using it for the past couple of weeks in a number of modalities. Been having an absolute blast with it. So here's what I like and a couple little things I'd like to see change just to satisfy some curiosity. Fundamentally, this is a squat belt, and I'm a huge fan of belt squats in general for several reasons. One is instead of having to load the upper back with a heavy barbell or even a lot of weight machines, load the back itself, belt squats allow you to load the hips directly. And this gives you the ability to load your lower body more directly, so you don't have to have force going through your body until it finally reaches your legs. It makes it a lot more comfortable. It's also, in my experience, a lot easier to load a lot of resistance on the legs because you can get it directly into the muscles as opposed to having to travel through your core and your back and be limited by other links in the chain. It's also extremely technically proficient as well. You can use your arms to hold on to something, so that way you have a real optimal position for your torso and your upper body, so you're getting that squat depth and your body position just right, so it's a combination of comfort, safety, and performance all in one. And you also have the ability to load a lot of resistance onto your legs, as opposed to, say, holding on to something like kettlebells or dumbbells or sandbags, which can be a lot of those extra benefits of belt squats, but it's really hard to have enough weight on your arms to adequately challenge your lower body. But as much as I love belt squats, they do have typically one big drawback, and that is that the best way to do them up until now has been to buy a belt squat full machine, which is fairly big, fairly hogging up a lot of area, and it's not exactly the most cost-efficient way to go about it either, which means that you probably need to have a belt squat machine at a commercial facility that you visit, or you're basically SOL, and it's just not the most ideal way to go for home use. But what Vector Athletics belt squat allows us to do is now it gives us a good belt that we can use for a number of modalities we may already have. On the website, they showed being done a lot with bands, but I've been using this with isometrics, setting it up with WorldFit Iso Trainer on a good sturdy platform. And I even used it with the cable machines that I have here at the little apartment complex gym here at where I live. And probably the biggest reason why this belt works so well is because instead of like a traditional dip belt where you've got a chain running between your legs, always doesn't sound all too great for me if you're especially using a big load, is it's placed the hooks on the outside of the hips, which again, in the name of belt squats, we've got a lot more stability, a lot more comfort. It's a lot easier to load up the hips with a lot more resistance. Basically, this design here is, in my opinion, what belt squats should be using as opposed to having a chain run between your legs. In addition, everything about the construction of this belt is top-notch. All the seams, all the materials, very well made, very well engineered. Even the hooks themselves, they don't feel like something that just got pulled off of a truck on the way to a hardware store. Yeah, the buckle for it, the straps, there's even these little strap retainers so you don't have this extra strap flapping around while you're working out. Every little detail about this device has been thoroughly thought out, tested, and it's clearly proprietary and built for the job at hand. In fact, I would say there really isn't anything not to like about this thing. If you are looking for a good, affordable, and efficient way to load up your legs with a lot of resistance with isometrics, bands, or cables, then this is definitely the way to go. But the one thing I'm curious about, which I couldn't quite satisfy due to the design of this, is I'm wondering if it would be even possible to load up with free weights. Hook these around a kettlebell, dumbbells, or maybe even a barbell, which would be awesome. But these hooks are just a little too small on this opening, which doesn't make it possible to hook this onto a lot of classic free weight like handles. So the only thing I would change about this is make these hooks just a little bit bigger in that opening. And I don't even know if that would necessarily work, but it certainly does make me wonder if this thing could be even better in offering more availability for the ability to do not only regular squats, but also split squats with hip-loaded belt squat exercises. So I want to thank Vector Athletics again for sending me this to play around. If you want to learn more, check it out down below in the description. The belt comes in numerous sizes, which is very handy. So that way, no matter what size and body type you are, the belts will definitely fit, even though they are also extremely adjustable and very, very easy to adjust the width of the belt to accommodate your hip size for secure fit and comfort. It is an affiliate link down below, so if you end up purchasing, it does help to support RDP. And thank you very much, as always, for watching. Be fit and live free.